Hey guys, I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody's good. Hope we are still taking care of ourselves, washing your hands 20 seconds, um, face mask and all of those things. This video is going to be a little bit scattered, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to speak too much about politics, but there are some things that I think I should say, some things that I should put out there. But first, I'm going to start off with a little bit of good news. So they actually started testing humans for the vaccine for COVID-19. I don't know if people are aware of that. Starting May 3rd, I believe, they actually started testing like human beings. So hopefully those tests go well so we can start testing more people so we can either again have a treatment or some type of vaccine for this COVID-19 pandemic. There isn't a lot to talk about when it comes down to COVID-19. That's the latest thing that I've heard, that I've seen. So I'm reporting it. I'm sharing it with you guys. What I will talk a little bit about is this election. Now, I haven't spoken about politics in a minute, like really got into it. First of all, I think it's disgusting that Nancy Pelosi could endorse Joe Biden and any woman in the Democratic Party could endorse Joe Biden, but when Kavanaugh's accuser was accusing him of sexual misconduct or there were sexual allegations towards Kavanaugh, they wanted an investigation, which was the correct thing to do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm all for that. But with Tara Reid, they don't want to go for an investigation. Why not? Why not? I take sexual assault allegations very seriously. Being a victim of, and I hate that word, but being somebody who's been sexually assaulted and raped and things of that nature, I take those things very seriously. So for the Democratic Party, for any woman, even man, to sit down and endorse Joe Biden when he's being accused of rape instead of demanding an investigation is disgusting. I haven't heard any of the Justice Democrats. Well, DK just that's news on Justice Democrats now. Now they're making super PACs for Justice Democrats. So now Justice Democrats are no longer Justice Democrats. They're regular old Democrats. Regular old. We're gonna go with the establishment. They caved in. That's what they do. Again, you cannot fix the party within the party. They will not let you. I don't understand why people don't understand that. I don't get that. Jill Stein said it back in 2016, which is when I actually started really getting into politics. And I didn't I understood what she was saying, but I didn't get it because I didn't know all the corruption that was actually within the Democratic Party at the time. I actually found out how much the corruption was in the Democratic Party when they basically made Tulsi Gabbard's life a living hell after she endorsed Bernie Sanders back in 2015-16. That's when I knew how disgusting the Democratic Party was. That's why I voted for Jill Stein back in 2016. However, with that being said, let me go back a little bit about the sex allegations. So now a woman named Tara Reid is accusing Joe Biden of sexual misconduct or sexual assault. Okay. And their whole thing is, oh, she didn't report it. She didn't report it when it happened. But neither did Kavanaugh's accuser. But you guys were okay with that. You guys were saying, oh, we need to believe the women. We need to believe the woman. I am for a fair investigation. Even in my case, if the person who did it to me, it needs to be if I would have taken it to court or whatever, there needed to have been an investigation. I'm a fair believer in that because I know I did not lie, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I completely agree with these women and I know what happened. I was not there. But that's why there needs to be an investigation. And again, when it came to Kavanaugh, you ladies were, yes, investigation. Now with Harry, no. We don't need an investigation. No, we're good. No. You sat there and said you believed Kavanaugh's accuser, but you don't believe Tara Reid, Joe Biden's accuser. Why not? Why not? And don't sit there and say, oh, New York Times did a thorough investigation. New York Times is not the FBI or whoever did fucking Kavanaugh's case. Like, those people need to be investigating this. Joe Biden has a history of touching people inappropriately, and it's on camera. It's on camera. He has a history of doing that. So even if, let's say he didn't rape her, let's say he didn't do anything that she said, he still has a history of doing these things where he's touching women inappropriately and young girls and making them feel uncomfortable. It's on camera. This is the thing with the Democratic Party, and you guys are going to get pissed off at me, but I really don't care. It's not my fault you guys don't like hearing the truth. You guys have a flawed candidate, same way you guys had back in 2016. You guys thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. She ended up being a loser. Joe Biden's going to be a loser too. Nobody's going to vote for Joe Biden because in the states that Hillary Clinton actually had a lead on Donald Trump in this time during the election, Joe Biden has a lead, but it's like this much, by this much, that much, that much. It's crazy how you guys really believe Joe Biden can beat Donald Trump. It's crazy. And then it's like, oh, his VP pick. Remember, he said his VP pick was going to be a woman. That's what he said. This is my thing. How can any woman sit there and endorse him and want to run as his VP knowing he's accused of sexual assault? Even that's the thing. We can't say if he did it or not, which I completely agree on. But my thing is like it's still on the table. Like it's still on the table. And people can't sit there and say, oh well, again, she didn't complain about it before when it happened, but she did. Because her mother was on Larry King and she said what happened. Years ago when it happened, actually. She went to her neighbor, she went to her brother, she told everybody when it happened. And again, I'm not saying that it did happen or that it didn't happen because I was not there, but that's why there needs to be an investigation. If a man is accused of rape, because this is rape, he penetrated her. So if a man is accused of rape, you mean to tell me he still has the right to run for presidency? And people can sit there and talk about Donald Trump. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump should never have ran either because of the sex allegations. I truly believe that as well. I believe that. But my thing is, when Donald Trump was talking about touching women inappropriately and this, that, and the third, the Democratic Party got on Donald Trump. They got on Donald Trump. He's accused of this and he's accused of that. But you're not going to go after Joe Biden because he's a Democrat. And this is what it is. It's all about politics and power. They don't care. They don't care. You guys, I'm going to be 110% honest with you, you guys. You're never going to see change in the Democratic Party. They will not allow you to do it. Stop acting as if the Democrats give a shit about you guys because they fucking don't. They don't. And that last stimulus bill, they did not. And in fact, Nancy Pelosi, in that stimulus bill, she actually only wanted to give $600, not $1,200. A Republican, Mitt Romney, a Republican, was the one pushing for $1,200. A Republican. Just get that in your heads, guys. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, whatever. Everybody knows I'm a Green Party member. And when I do decide to run for something, it's going to be as a Green Party member because the Democratic Party is for shit. And I'm tired of everybody acting like, oh my God, Nancy Pelosi this and the Democrats that. They have not done shit for us. Okay? Even when Jake Tapper, when he questioned Nancy Pelosi about the stimulus package, she called an attitude to him. And what happened? He let it go. He let it, and that's the problem. All these reporters or whatever, they're letting everything go. That's not the way you report news. You speak honestly. They don't want to do it. And it's infuriating. It really is. Because I understand the power. I get it. I get it. Especially for somebody like AOC or Ilhan Omar who's never had power before. I get it. But what are you doing with that power to help people? Because your whole purpose was to help people. And AOC, for me, AOC is, like, I think I'm more upset with AOC the most because I really thought she was going to try to help. I really thought that. I really did. When that hashtag Where's Mitch came out, like she was looking for Mitch McConnell, whatever, I really thought she was trying to help us. I really did. When she first started. So I think that's why I talk about her the most. But my thing is like, you sat there on the floor, complained about a bill, stating all the problems that were within the bill, but then you vote for it. I'm confused. And not even this bill talks about helping the states. And the bill was drawn up by Nancy Pelosi. That's the thing. People put like little things here and there in the bill, like they change it around, but the original bill is drawn up by Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House. And no state is getting help, financial help from the federal government to fight off the coronavirus. No Democrat has spoken about helping the states, any state. No Democrat has. So when people are like, "Oh my God, Mitch McConnell wants New York and all the blue states to file for bankruptcy," which is fucked up, which they can't even do. But remember, your representative is not fighting for your state to get funding either. Like your representative, my representative, nobody's fighting to help to fund the states. That's the problem. That's a big problem. Because even if they were to come out with a vaccine by September or October, even if they were, how are we going to get it? How are we going to get it? Where's the money going to come from for demand and supply? Where is the money going to come from? See, these are the things that I think people really don't understand, and it really infuriates me as somebody who's heavy into politics because I get called out for telling the truth. And again, people also call me out because I talk more about the Democratic Party than the Republican Party. And I'm going to answer that right now as to why I do that. Because I was a Democrat until the age of like 30 years old. Okay? That's why I do that. I'm very critical with the Democratic Party because they stole my vote for about 12 years. Okay? It wasn't until 2016 where I voted for Jill Stein. Okay? And if I had to do it again, I would. I don't care if I was in the red state. I don't care if I was in the purple state. In the gray state, I would vote for the Green Party member. I am voting for Howie Hawkins. That's who I'm voting for. And if people want to sit there and say, "Oh my God, a vote for a third party is a vote for Donald Trump," you guys are mad because we're sticking true to our values and our convictions. That's why you guys are mad. That's why you guys are mad, and you guys aren't doing that. You guys are bowing to the establishment, and you guys are bowing to the Democratic Party because you're so scared of Donald Trump that you're losing yourselves you're losing your own power. Your vote is your power. So when you sit there and you blame me and you get mad at me for voting for Jill Stein or Howie Hawkins this year, it's so stupid because that's my power. Don't tell me what to do with my power. Don't sit there and try to make me feel fucked up because you're a fucking punk because you want to vote for the Democrat. Sorry. And heads up, in 2022, yes, I will be helping whoever the Democrat is running for Congress in my district. Now, why is that? Trust me, it's not because I'm a Democrat. No. But I need to gain the experience. That's what I need to do first. And that's what I plan on doing. Because when I run for anything, it's going to be as a Green Party member. I'm not running as a fucking Democrat. Democrats are fucking whack. Nancy Pelosi is a fucking whack job. I don't care. So is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is disgusting. He's a vile human being. So is Mike Pence. So is Mitch McConnell. So is Lindsey Graham. They're all disgusting people. But you know what's the difference? They actually show it. They don't hide their evil. The Democratic Party always hides their evil. And then they sit there and act like they're for us, for the minorities, for African Americans, for black people, for Latinos, for whatever, for minorities in general. Are you though? Are you though? Are you for us? You're not. I can't even answer that for you right now. You're not. Because you know what? Congress people, congressmen and congresswomen get paid $175,000 a year. How the fuck is Nancy Pelosi worth millions, hundreds of millions? How the hell is Chuck Schumer worth hundreds of millions of dollars? How was Lindsey Graham worth hundreds of millions? How was Kamala Harris worth hundreds of millions? How are these people worth millions and hundreds of millions of dollars when they get paid $175,000 a year? Why? Because they take bribes. And you know who actually made that legal? Barack Obama. Barack Obama made it legal to bribe politicians. So when people say, "Oh, there's no controversy with Barack Obama," oh, yes, there is. There really is. Okay? There really is a lot of things within the Democratic Party that is disgusting and it needs to change. And again, they're not going to do it. Change starts with us, and we give them our power. acting as if, oh my God, when we vote, we're going to force them to do this and force them to do that. How the fuck you going to do that when you already voted for them? How you going to sit there and say, oh, we're going to fight for Medicaid for all after we vote for them? How does that even make sense? You can't fight for something when you ain't got no more power. This is the conversation that should happen. Joe Biden, I'm not for Medicare for all. We're not voting for you then. Either you give us what we want or we're not voting for you. That's how the conversation should be. Remember when we did that with Hillary Clinton, what happened? She lost. Why? Because she said she doesn't need our vote. That's the one thing I will say. Joe Biden's not saying that. Joe Biden's not saying he doesn't need our vote. Because he knows he does. Well, I'm not voting for him. I don't care. I'm not going to vote for him. It don't even matter. But it is what it is. Now, switching gears, talking about social democrats. Oh my God. Omar, Talita Rashid, AOC, Ro Khanna. Oh my God. Just as Democrats. But now they're super PACs. Oh my God. So now they're just as corrupt as regular Democrats, as I said previously. So now we ain't got nobody. Nobody. Just as Democrats is for shit. Why? Money. Moolah. They don't care about you. If Democrat is in the name or Republican is in the name, I don't care if it's Tea Party Republican or whatever the case may be, they don't care about the American people. They don't. It's so funny how we have middle class and lower middle class and poor people who care so much about Democrats and so much about Democrats, but they don't give a shit about you. They don't care. And I don't understand what's so hard to understand with that. Why are you getting mad at me? Because I'm telling you the truth. People get mad at me because I tell them the Democratic Party is for shit. I tell them that their presidential candidate is a has sexual assault allegations surrounding him. And it's on tape where he's touched people inappropriately. It's on tape. You can look at it on YouTube. It's on tape. But you guys get mad at me. You guys sit there and say, oh my God, we got to get Donald Trump out of office. And I agree we do. I've never said that we don't. But Joe Biden was not the way to go. He was not the way to go. And I think you guys get mad because you guys know that, but for some reason, you want us to fall in line with you when you're the one who's wrong. That's not my fault that you're wrong. That's not my fault. And I don't care who his VP pick is. It could be Tulsi Gabbard at this point. I don't care. I'm not voting for Joe Biden. I don't care. And the thing is, I get this a lot. Either voting for a third-party candidate is voting for Donald Trump, or you're taking a vote away from Joe Biden. Joe Biden never had my vote. Hillary Clinton never had my vote, so I can't take something away from them that was never theirs to begin with. And that is the problem. I hate getting political, especially at a time like this, but these things need to be said. Like, we need to address the issue within the Democratic Party. Nobody wants to do. Everybody's a punk with Nancy Pelosi. Oh my God. Oh my God, every interview I've seen with Nancy Pelosi, you guys are such fucking punks. AOC hasn't even done an interview with the actual progressive news source. Jimmy Dore. She has not done an interview with Jimmy Dore in months. Probably a whole year. Because he calls her out on her bullshit. Even Tulsi Gabbard was on his show when she backed up Joe Biden. And that must have taken a lot for her because she was not for Joe Biden. But even Tulsi Gabbard went on a progressive platform. And it bothers me because you have people like the Young Turks. And I always bring up the Young Turks because, again, they have a huge following. They do. A huge following. Like, how are you guys going to tell us to vote for Joe Biden now? How? See, we need to be as vicious as they are, meaning the third party candidates like libertarians and Green Party members. Like, we need to be vicious the way the Republicans are vicious, but factually. Like, we need to throw down facts and be vicious with them when it comes down to the Democrats. Because again, when I run for anything, I'm not going to be fucking, oh my God, yes, we're going to be nice and pretty. And I'm not doing that because this is my attitude. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. And yes, I'm very heated right now because for years, the Democrats have taken our votes for granted. And all we do is keep voting for them, acting as if and wishing for and think that things are going to change. And they never Dude, they don't care about us. And that's our fault. That's our fault. Well, not mine no more. But that's our fault and as a whole. We give them all of our power, and then we expect for them to do what we want them to do, knowing we just gave up whatever power we had. I hope when I run in 2024, I get votes in my district because I will be making change. It's all about helping people. For me, I grew up poor. I grew up with parents who were drug addicts. My mom was a lady of the night. I grew up with a lot of the same things that people in where I live at are going through. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I can't let that happen to my own people. I can't do it. And if I can change that, I will. That's my goal. My goal isn't for power. I mean, you need power in order to get these things done. But you know who I'm giving my power to? To the people. I'm giving my constituents all of the power. Anytime I would come up with any bill, any piece of legislation that helps my community, they will be a part of it. They will come with me to Congress and they will have their say on that floor. That's how you get shit done. You take your constituents with you and you make the Speaker of the House tell your constituents why things aren't happening. Whether it's a Democrat who's Speaker of the House or a Republican. So that constituents can see what the Democratic Party is all about, what the Republican Party is all about. That's how you get shit done. You share the power. You don't keep the power all for yourself. And that's the problem with people like AOC and Ilhan Omar and Talia Rashid and Ro Khanna. That's the problem with them. They keep the power for themselves. They want to make it seem as if they're trying, as if they want to spread the power, but they're not doing that. They're not. They're not doing that. They're not. AOC, I've never seen AOC take any of her constituents to Congress when she's presenting any piece of legislation on the floor. I've never even seen her. I've never seen her pass any piece of legislation that's going to help her community. Her community, her District 14 as a whole. I've never seen her do that. And that's what will make me different. I'm going to listen to my constituents. I'm going to listen to the people in my district. I'm going to take them with me to Congress so they can hear what's happening, so they can be well informed. That's the problem, and that's how you know the Democratic Party is all about power. All about power. AOC can say whatever she wants on that Senate floor, but behind closed doors, when she's having meetings with Nancy Pelosi, calling Nancy Pelosi Mama Bear of the Democratic Party, that was it. That was it. She bowed down to the Democratic Party. And you can have people like Jen Kruger and Anna Kasparin saying, oh my gosh, she was put in a vulnerable situation. No, the fuck she wasn't. If she was strong enough, she could have been like, Nancy Pelosi could fucking eat shit. I don't care. She could suck a butt. I don't care. Nancy Pelosi is fucked up because it is that, and the third. Be honest. And again, that's not taking away from the fucked up shit Republicans do. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you need to call out your own party on their shit. Whoa, sorry for the rant. I was building up a lot. I hope you guys are staying safe once again. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. I know I haven't spoken about politics in a really long time. I'm going to slowly ease my way back into it. Again, there's not a lot going on with COVID-19 at the moment. Vaccines are being tested. They're actually testing vaccines on people now. I thought it was going to start later in May. Now it's actually started May 3rd. So it's a lot of things going on right now. It's not a lot of things going on with the COVID virus in itself. People are still passing away. God bless their souls. You know, people are still being infected. You know, God bless everybody and their families. But when it comes down to the vaccine in itself, there's not a lot of news except for they started testing humans already. So thumbs up. I really hope that this works. So we can have a vaccine by September, October. So I can go and enjoy myself for Halloween. Like that's what I want to be. I want to wear a dress and everything and enjoy myself for Halloween. So, but anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.